What's up, everybody out there? How you doing? Get in here, get in here, get in here. And if you know Diana Ross, get her on the phone. Like, get her on the phone. Sorry, I had to do this real quick. Oh my gosh, like you guys, I just finished listening to Diana Ross's album, Thank You. And all I can say is thank you. Like, thank you, Diana. Like I'm speechless. Like this is no joke. I am so glad that I get to share this with everybody who just everybody. And this is one of those again authentic moments for me when it comes to music. Because if you watched enough now, you know I just bombarded my sisters and brothers and my mother and anybody who would listen to me about music. Like they know, like I could talk to you for hours, days on end about music. And this is such a pleasant surprise. Like it's almost to me, and I have so many feelings right now about this. It is almost to me like finding a new diva right now. Like seriously, I'm not joking. That's the only way I can describe it. This album, Thank You. It is just so like it's on point with everything that I could possibly. Oh my gosh, like this would be for me the album by Diana Ross that I'm like, man, like I have to hurry up and get to the store and buy it. Like I'm not kidding. Like if we had a music store right now, I'm talking about literally go in and you buying a CD or a cassette. I'm like, I get it. This record to me, and I have my notes. I took notes for this one. Like I literally purposely sat down, listened to every song, and wrote what came to mind when I heard the song. And this record just is so on point with everything that is music right now. And it's like she takes a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, and a little bit of that. And it's almost like it's not forced at all. She's not forcing this. So, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Thank you to the boss. She is the boss. And I want to say one more thing before I get into my commentary about this record. As I am listening to it, and I get probably down to track 5, and I think track 5 says it's a song titled Just in Case. So somewhere around All Is Well to The Answers Always Love. To me, just listening to Diana Ross sing, just listening to her sing on this album right now, I get the feeling that Diana Ross is probably like the coolest mother ever. I don't know why I felt that. Like something tells me like she's just an awesome mother. When she's singing these songs to me, she's singing like your mother would sing to you. Like she's holding you and rocking you. Oh my gosh, I think I'm about to cry. Oh my gosh, I think I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. Hold on, y'all. Oh my gosh. No, I'm gonna cry. Good gosh almighty, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Like it's almost like she's letting you know it's okay. Like it's like she's singing. You know how your mother sings to you, she rocks you to sleep when you're a baby, and she's just like, it's okay, it's okay. Like it's okay, all is well, it's okay. Like it's so assuring in her voice. It's more Yeah, it's more like a mother type singing to me. Or like maybe like I know a lot of people probably say, oh my gosh, like you're complimenting her, but it doesn't sound like a compliment. But this is all I could think of right now. More like when you are in a nursery and it's like she comes in with and all of the babies are crying, and when she walks in and she's like, whatever she does, the mother, I'm not trying to think of anything, it could be like shh or something like that. It's kind of so assuring and pleasing and calming and safe and nurturing, like you in good care is how I'm feeling when I am listening to this awesome album by her, and I know that a lot of people are probably going to go like, okay, well, they would try to say, well, Diana Ross, the singer, and use that to kind of belittle her. No, I'm talking about what's within, right? You know how most people, who would sing and you would say, oh, that's like the voice of God. Like I can hear God in this person's voice. Like for me, Diana Ross, I can hear the mother in her voice, the mothering. Like that's just as empowering, right? Because you want your mother to be soft, assuring, and yet protective, and that has to be like, I don't think she's faking it. Like she's not faking this at all. There's just no way. This cannot be an act at all. But anyway, let's get into it. I know y'all want to talk about. So we're going down the list, and I'm not going to be long at all. So when I played the first song, Thank You, I was like, okay. And the first thing that came to my mind when I heard Thank You, I've heard this before. That was the first thing that came to my mind. And I was like, as I'm hearing the melody, listening to it, I'm like, I've heard this before. And I think it sounds like to me that this song, Thank You, has some elements of You're All I Need to Get By. And I was like, okay, I've heard this before. I like it. So thank you. And so what I did was for every song, I placed it. So it was kind of like, all right, Thank You would be number one. It's the first song I heard. So right now it's my favorite song on the album. You see, that's how we're doing it. And then we'll switch it up. So Thank You is my favorite song. I heard it before. I'm listening to her key a little bit. And it sounds like she's like in a lower key. That kind of sound like a little off to me, but yet and still I like the song. And Thank You. If I could think of an artist today who would probably sing this song, I don't know. It's just the first thing that came to my mind. I don't know why with Thank You, I got You're All I Need to Get By, as well as Bruno Mars. I don't know. Like those are the things that came to my mind when I heard Thank You. It is what it is. So Thank You is my favorite song on the album right now. So then we go to the next song. If the World Just Danced. Hold on, I'm trying to read my own handwriting. Yeah, If the World Just Danced. And that became my second favorite song on the album. I don't like If This World Could Dance as much as I like Thank You. But when I heard it, the first artist that came to my mind was Will I Am. I was like, okay, this sounds like a song Will I Am would sing. Okay. Then the next song, All Is Well. All Is Well is my favorite song right now. So with having heard three songs on this album right now, All Is Well is my favorite. Thank You is my second. And If This World Just Dance would be the third. And when I hear All Is Well, I'm like, oh gosh, like this is a mature sound. Like I can see, you know, you being with your significant other, you know, your man, your woman, you know what I'm saying? It's a smooth, soulful, mature type song. Like I was like, okay, Diana, okay. I see. And another thing that I liked about this song, All Is Well, and maybe you guys who have heard this song, you probably never thought about it. But to me, I was like, why do I get holiday out of this song? Like I get a holiday feel, I get a Christmas feel. This song to me is a song that I would definitely play during the holiday seasons. I would. Like, I don't know why I get this holiday vibe when I hear it. And yeah, yeah, like I said, so right now, All Is Well looks like it's my favorite song on the album. It looks like it. I'm going down my list and I'm looking at the order. I'm just letting you know. Hint, hint. Okay, now, in Your Heart, I like In Your Heart. And when I hear that song, the first artist that comes to my mind, I'm like, okay, I'm listening to it, getting in the groove. Sade. Do y'all think that? Like, go back and listen to it and tell me if you think that Sade would sing in Your Heart. Like, our Sade, you know, Love Deluxe Sade, you know. Is It a Crime? Sweetest Taboo Sade, you know. I think she'll sing this. You know what I'm saying? And then we get to the fifth cut on the album, Just In Case. Oh my gosh, like when I heard that one, I was like, okay, Diana, you getting jazzy on me. You know, I like this jazz type feel. So I was like, okay. So it looks like All Is Well. Thank You. If the World Just Dance. In Your Heart, and Just In Case. That's how those are how the songs go in that order. Love it, love it, love it. And then we get to My Diva. My Diva. See, I'm going to talk about her over here. I just hadn't had the opportunity to talk about her yet. Okay? Now, if she done showed up in Diana Ross's catalog now, she also showed up in Michael Jackson's catalog. You know who I'm talking about right now. If you don't know who I'm talking about right now, then shame on you, and I'm going to talk about her. Saida Garrett. I was like, oh my God, Saida Garrett wrote a song on Diana Ross's album. What? With Barry J. Eastman? I was like, what? Saida Garrett? But I was expecting, sorry about that, but I was looking for them, finally showed up. So I was like expecting a certain kind of sound when I saw the next track coming up and Saida Garrett had, you know, was the writer on The Answer's Always Love. And when I heard it, I was like, okay, this is different for me, you know, coming from Saida. But of course, we're talking about Diana Ross, and Diana Ross has a different style and a different approach when it comes to songs. So anyway, what I like most about The Answer's Always Love is the background. I love the background vocals on this record. I do. And guess who I thought of when I was listening to this record? Guess who I thought of? Come on, y'all, guess. It's another diva. I was thinking, this is so Vanessa Williams to me. I don't know. Y'all go listen and tell me if you think Vanessa Williams is a good one for this record. I'm just saying, Vanessa Williams. But I love the background vocals. And right now, Just In Case and The Answer's Always Love are tied. And remember when I told you in the beginning of the video, I was telling you about how I felt like nurturing and so on and so forth Diana Ross was. Like, this is the part of me when I started to get kind of sappy. You know, I was like, ooh, okay, this is such a nice, nice, upbeat, cheerful, like positive album, positive singing. And that's a place where I am in my life, like I'm just in this really good, positive space. Like I'm intentionally putting myself there. So when I tell y'all to put you behind where your heart desires to be, that's what I'm saying to you guys. And when I got into this part of it, that's when I was like, oh my gosh, Dana Ross is such an awesome mother. She has to be an awesome mother, because this is the part in it that I felt everything going on. Okay. So here we are. And I already told you nothing has changed about the orders of the songs, so I don't need to go back to you as far as my favorites. Just know that right now, just in case, and the answer's always love is a tie. Like I like them equally. And Vanessa Williams, I think, is the one on it. Like I'm definitely smiling when I hear these background vocals. The next song, Let's Do It. This song I like because I hate to say it this way, Diana. Like I like you. I'm becoming a Diana Ross fan. Like I'm, fan. So in this part of the album, it's almost like just when you think you're about to fall asleep, because there is a certain vibe that comes with this album. Like it's kind of like, you have the orchestra and all of that, and it's in the way in which Diana Ross interprets, the songs that she's, performing. You could kind of like go, okay, wake me up. And just when you're about to feel that, with the next track, Let's Do It, it wakes you up. It does. And so that's what I like about how this song was placed on this album. Like it wakes you up. And then we get to, which Let's Do It would be the next song I like. So it will come just in case, and the answer's always love. It's a tie. And then the next song that I like is Let's Do It. And then when you get to song number 8, I can't read my handwriting. I was in such a hurry. I Still Believe. When you get to I Still Believe, I'm saying to myself, okay, Diana, I'm sorry, Diana. Just it's us now, We cool, right, Diana? Like I mean, you gotta, I'm gonna be there. Right now I'm going through your catalog, Diana. I'm feeling you, Diana, like I really am. Like you could tell this is seriously no joke. But I was like, okay, Diana, here we go again, Diana. I'm going to have to just stop and just accept something when it comes to Diana musically. Okay, and it's what it is. I think Diana Ross just loves disco. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. I mean, congratulations for continuing to keep hope alive when it comes to disco music, because to me, when I heard it, I was like, okay, Diana, you really and truly trying to keep, this disco thing. You really trying to do it, aren't you, Diana Ross? All right, so let's go to number 9. Then we go to Count on Me. And then at this moment in time in the album, I'm not going to say it kind of goes downhill after track 9. I'm pleasantly surprised that I like the entire album. I think the album that I liked by Diana Ross, what is it called? It's called something with love in it. What's the name of that record? I'm sorry. I'm still trying to learn all of her catalog, so you guys are going to have to forgive me when it comes to Diana Ross, but it's somewhere. Oh, is it To All With Love? But anywho, that's the album that I like. So I have another one. I'm sorry. We kind of got sidetracked. But then when we get to track 10, the song Tomorrow. I like Tomorrow. It's upbeat. And for me, I'm not sure about a whole lot of musical styles, but to me, track 10 Tomorrow is an EDM song. But I can see myself, I don't know about you if you heard it or not. It's almost like that song where you're in a department store, very like high-end department store, or not so much a high-end department store. How about just a department store, a clothing store? I'm trying to think of a clothing store that you could hear this song in. Something kind of hip. All right, the department store I'm thinking of, something kind of hip. I don't think about Abercrombie and Fitch. Express. I'm trying to think of a department store. But anyway, one of those kinds of department stores, I feel like you would hear the song Tomorrow being played in it, while you're shopping for, trying to get your look together. Like Tomorrow is definitely that track that I think you would hear in a department store. And overall, that's just pretty much it. I know I didn't intentionally talk about a couple of songs, which would be track 13. It ends on a positive note. I like it. Come Together. It's another, song that is an up-tempo track. I like it a lot. So overall, in general, I know I didn't talk much about track 9, Count on Me, and track 11, Beautiful Love. I'm aware of that. I think there's enough, for me, there's enough good stuff on this record that I could definitely play from beginning to the end. And I know for sure that the up-tempo stuff, I'm definitely feeling. So it looks like for me, and I'm pleasantly surprised to, come to the conclusion that All Is Well is my favorite song on the album. It definitely is. I like them. I like them a lot. Tell me what you think. Thank you so much, Diana. You are definitely the boss. You are. Also, too, I'm looking at the some of the credits, and I'm seeing that the record, the album rather appeared in the top 20 or top 30 on the R&B albums chart. We pretty much are sure when it comes to a Diana Ross album that the album is going to do well overseas. Like she's going to sell records over there. It's just what it is, over in the UK and so on and so forth. So I think she pretty much has it, a tight grip, solidified. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know what next record I'm going to check out. I think Diana Ross did a record with some cover tunes. I'm not quite sure what the name of it is. I think it's called I Love You. I think the record is called I Love You. I don't know. I might check that one out. That was the next to the last album that she put out of some cover tunes. I might just listen to that, but not right now. Anywho, on that note, you know what we do over here? We put our behind where our heart desires to be. Yes, we do. I hope you're doing that. I am very sincere about you doing that. All right. And also remember, whenever I leave my mother's presence, she always says to me, she says, baby, remember, I love you, but God loves you best. I do. Thank you so much for your love and support over here. And also, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next video. And until then, you should know what to do by now. Take care of yourselves out there. See you next.